All right, everyone, here is the Ulta haul. Hey, pretty people, welcome to my channel, or perhaps welcome back to my channel. This is KK All Night. Here I focus on fashion, style, and outfit inspiration, heavy on the outfit inspiration. So if those sound like things you might be interested in, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, as well as hitting that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. I currently upload my OOTDs for the week on Sunday, and I will usually have a Wednesday upload that will be of things that I have recently thrifted or purchased from places like TJ Maxx or Marshalls, or really anything within the realm of fashion that I'd like to talk about. If you have some ideas that you'd like me to talk about in videos, please feel free to comment below. Thank you to all my current subscribers. I do appreciate you so very much, and please enjoy the video. All right, everyone, here is the Ulta haul. Before I get to that, I just want to mention, if you are into thrifting and you get leather, I would recommend, or at least what I do, is leather cleaner. All different types of mid to high in luxury brands will make them. Michael Kors makes one, but I prefer the Coach one. You can get two, usually for like 15 each, from the outlet Coach store. They also have it on Amazon. However, not that I've ran into this problem with this specific items. I do know some people have reported issues with things that seem to be the brand name, had the correct packaging, but when they got it, it was not that specific item. So when you order from Amazon, be sure it is from Amazon Direct, not a third party. I think those folks who had issues, all their items were from a third party. At least if it's directly from Amazon, you are protected. So anyway, what I will do is I will take a Lysol wipe and wipe out the inner lining of the garment. And then I use leather cleaner and clean the whole outside with like a cotton rag, maybe an old sock, clean of course. And then I go over it with leather moisturizer. And that is how I clean my, my leather goods. That's pants, skirts, jackets. Sometimes I use them for my purses. Definitely if I thrift a purse that's leather, I would use it and do the same thing of cleaning out the inside, the lining with a Lysol wipe. Now with suede, you can't use this. With suede, you have to get a suede brush, but the inside lining, I would still wipe out with Lysol. So that's just a little tip. Now, on to the Ulta haul. I spent, I think, $180. Shipping was free. That's $180 with tax. And I think almost everything I got was on sale. So I was influenced by a lot of people. Let's see. I'll put up there some of the Tanika B and Adrian. Adrian, as long as I know, has been using this. And I'm definitely not a scent girly in the past. I've been allergic to a lot of them, but everyone just raves about it. So I decided I would try it. Y'all, this was not on sale. It was $32 for 1.7 ounces. It does smell delightful. I guess it's giving like a powder with some other types of scents in there. It does smell good, but I can tell you I won't be paying $32 for this again. But I am going to keep this one and use it. So is it worth all the hype? Yeah, it does smell really good, but I don't think it's worth the price. I also got some Mighty Patches. These work so well. You feel like you're getting a little breakout, clean it with some face soap and water, or just some astringent. Pop this on overnight, maybe a night or two, and you will be good to go. My daughter turned me on to these. I think those were on sale. This, there is a young lady who is an influencer and aspiring rapper. I think her name is Nilla, and it is the Anastasia Beauty Balm Skin Tint. So it's like foundation, but very sheer. And I saw her use it. Like, she actually put it on, and the coverage was amazing, but it didn't look heavy. So I wanted to try it. Like I've said before, I am definitely not a makeup girly. But if I was going out to a special occasion, I might use this for coverage. I think because I have really not been into ever wearing a lot of makeup or using a lot of product on my face. I mean, I have for the longest time done the Clinique 3-step process, which is their face wash, their astringent, and that's not even every time, just as needed, and their lotion. And that has done right by me. Now I use Murad. I do use Retinol C that I mix in with my Clinique at night. And I use DHC pore fillers. I feel like my pores are a little bit more noticeable. And I use Kiehl's. It's a vitamin C eye cream because I feel like I might be getting a little bit of dark circles. But other than that, that is it. I truly feel the less is better. I don't use a roller. I don't do all of that. And I think at, 52, my skin looks pretty good. So, but anyway, I did try this. Everything except for these two, you're seeing me open for the first time, but I have used this and I did use this and I think it's pretty good coverage. So let's see. I hope this is showing up. Now, I'm not sure. I don't remember if she used a beauty blender, but I just kind of put it on and rubbed it in with my hands. So I don't remember what I paid for this. I am going to use it, but like I said, I'm not a big makeup person, so I don't know that I would be reordering this. So let me put the cap back on it and the little top. Let's see. Oh, so I usually get the dramatically different lotion, but this time I decided to try the cream. So I think ultimately I will go back to the lotion. But this is the Clinique cream. You can use it as the third step in their process instead of just the regular lotion. So it's just like the lotion, just feels a little bit thicker. Non-cosmetic. I don't think I'm saying that right. But it's not supposed to cause breakouts. And like I said, maybe just a little bit thicker than the lotion, which might be beneficial during the winter months. I tend to get really, really, really dry during the winter months. Oh, I got this free for ordering the Mighty Patches. It's a nose one you can use. What is this? Let's see. Oh, this is just my packing slip. And I got some Aquaphor lip balms for my daughter. She swears by these. I like the Laneige lip mask. And otherwise, usually I just use the little Vaseline in the tube, but she swears by these. So I got her a couple of those. Now, I was also influenced by Adrian to try Saltaire. And actually, I told a fib. The three things that I opened was the Beauty Balm, the Donna Karan deodorant, and this one, the Santal Bloom. It does smell, it smells good. My only issue is I feel like, it goes on, it feels creamy, it feels smooth, but then like 5 minutes later, I feel like it's evaporated and my skin feels dry. What I have been using is Taraji P. Henson's brand, her cream. I'm going to pop up a picture. I don't remember the name of it, but I love the scent and I love how I put it on at night and in the morning I still feel great. This was only $13, which I think is pretty reasonable. Like I said, I'm not going to return that either, but I don't know that I would be purchasing it again. Also don't know why they sent everything in two separate boxes, but here we are. I got a faux brow pencil. So I have a couple. I have three, but I got them all from the TikTok shop. And the thing about that is they'll come on and say, oh, it's on sale, only $2.99 or only $4.99, but then shipping will be like $10.99. So I said, if I'm going to end up paying 10 or 12 bucks anyway, I might as well try from a more reputable brand or one that I recognize. And this is L'Oreal. So it has the little separate tips. So one thing I will tell you, at least with the TikTok, I had two sides. One was single and then the other one was double. With this one, I just have the double. But we'll see how this goes. I love the pencils. It's just, out of the three, I think I need black, and the other two I got like brown or dark brown, so I don't feel like they mix as well. So sometimes I'll use them in conjunction with one another. So let's go to the second. Was that everything? Yep. So they sent me two things. This is a daytime patch. So the nighttime patches, if you are fair-skinned, are fairly clear. I had one right here. You would not be able to notice it, but if I had one on my face, you probably could. Probably like do a double take. But this is supposed to be a daytime invisible one, so we'll see. But both those items were free because I think the purchase was over over a certain amount. I don't know. Did they put the price, the specific price? No. They don't have the specific prices up here, so I don't remember exactly what I paid for that. Here is the, oh, and the only other thing was, you know, they always send you perfume samples. The other Saltaire, this is Pink Beach, coconut oil, seed butter. Out of all of the descriptions I read, I got this one specifically based on Adrian's recommendation, Santal Bloom. And then I wanted to try two. Well, if I was just reading the descriptions, this is the one I would have picked. What did I say it was? Pink Beach. But because she raved so much about this one, I decided for $13 I was going to get both. So let's see what this is giving. Wouldn't that be funny if I actually liked the other one better? I think I might actually like the other one better. It's supposed to be coconut and vanilla, but I'm not smelling much of either. So, yeah, I'm not smelling much of either. So what I will probably do is see if my daughter wants this or if she doesn't, return it. I mean, $13 is still $13. Yeah, I'm not picking up anything that it's putting down. So that was my little Ulta haul. Definitely not a skincare product person. Like I said, I basically stick with Clinique. I do lipsticks, but I will only buy them when they are on sale. So there are a couple of lipstick brands. I'll just coworkers or friends that I get recommendations from them, but there's not one specific brand that I particularly subscribe to. And y'all, this right here was from the dollar store. For my daughter's 13th side story, for her 13th birthday party, I wanted to have a real life video game that they play. I don't know what it's called, Fashion Sense or something, but they have a avatar that they go and dress based upon the theme. They generates a theme and it'll say Y2K, and then the characters in the video game can go to the store and the little places and get the wigs and get the outfits and get the shoes and accessories. And then everyone who is playing at the end, they come and walk down a runway and they judge. So I kind of did the same thing. I thrifted all the clothes, well, most of the clothes from the thrift store that I thought the girls could wear, as well as some of my pieces. And the same with the shoes, some of my shoes, but I thrifted some shoes. And I had it set up in the basement. We would have a theme. They would have a certain amount of time to pick out wigs, plenty of wigs, because, you know, I save all the Halloween costumes, the clothes and the shoes and the accessories. I had some of my girlfriends down there helping them. And then they came up and we had a panel of judges, which included grandparents, brothers, dad. And of course, each girl won one of the rounds, but she really seemed to enjoy it. But since I didn't want them sharing makeup, they each got a little packet at the beginning. And one of those things, you know, I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars on makeup. So I got it from the thrift store. And my daughter actually didn't end up using any of her packet. So I had eyeshadow in there. I had lipstick, lip gloss, and I think that was it. So anyway, that is how I came to this dollar store lipstick. I used to have lots of Kat Von D's lipstick, and I still do. She doesn't make this brand anymore. It was the kind that came in the studded black case and it smelled like vanilla. I love the colors. I love the staying power. I love the consistency. She makes something different now. I haven't tried it. So I'm just hanging on to my last little bit of those. I don't know who I'm going to transfer to or switch to, maybe MAC, after I run out of those completely. But I'm starting to run out. I've run out of my orange. So, and basically with my lips, all I will do is line it and fill it. So here I've lined it with a fuchsia and I filled it with like a bright pink. A lot of times, like with orange, I would actually line it with black, like lip gloss. Again, I think, no, that's not from the dollar store. And then mix it in to give it like a matte, dark pumpkin orange. With my red, I have a dark red and then a bright red that I mix together, but very simple for the makeup. Usually it's only going to be my eyebrows and my lips. If I'm feeling really jiggy, I might do some mascara. but I have sensitive eyes, and I always forget I have it on, end up rubbing with raccoon eyes and irritated eyes. So anyway, that is the Ulta haul. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next vid.